When I married Sophia, everyone said I was the luckiest man alive. She was beautiful, intelligent, and charming. For 5 years, we built what looked like a perfect life together. We traveled, laughed, dreamed about children, and promised that nothing would ever separate us. At least, that's what I believed. One rainy evening, I came home early after a business meeting was canceled. The house was unusually quiet. Then I heard laughter upstairs, a man's laughter. As I slowly walked toward our bedroom, my heart pounded so loudly I could barely breathe. I opened the door, and my entire world shattered. Sophia wasn't alone. She froze. The stranger grabbed his clothes and ran. Neither of us spoke for nearly a minute. Finally, she whispered, "I'm sorry." Those 2 words destroyed 5 years of memories. The following weeks were filled with lawyers, paperwork, and endless arguments. Friends chose sides. Family members stopped talking. Our once beautiful home became a battlefield. Eventually, we signed the divorce papers. She looked at me across the table. "I never wanted to hurt you." I simply replied, "But you did." She cried. I didn't. Not because I wasn't hurting, but because I had already cried enough. A week later, Sophia called me. "I want us to end things peacefully." I almost hung up. Then she continued, "Can we have one last dinner together? No fighting. Just closure." Against my better judgment, I agreed. We met at the restaurant where we had our first date. For hours we talked, not about betrayal, but about our happiest memories. The road trips, late-night movies, our wedding day. For a few hours, it felt like time had turned back. When the night ended, we hugged, not as husband and wife, but as 2 people saying goodbye to the life they once dreamed of. Months passed. Life slowly moved on. Surprisingly, we remained friends. We would occasionally exchange birthday wishes. Sometimes we'd ask how life was going. People thought we were crazy. How can you still talk after everything? The truth was simple. Hatred was exhausting. Forgiveness gave me peace. But forgiveness didn't mean forgetting. The betrayal still lived somewhere inside me. 1 year later, I heard that the man Sophia had left me for had cheated on her too. This time, she was the one crying. She lost her relationship. She lost her job. Her friends slowly disappeared. One evening, she called me. "I understand your pain now." There was silence. I thought happiness was somewhere else. I simply answered, "Sometimes we destroy what we already have while chasing something that never existed." She cried again. But this time, I didn't feel satisfaction, only sadness. People expected me to celebrate. They wanted me to laugh, they wanted revenge, but my revenge was different. I focused on rebuilding myself. I started exercising, built a successful company, bought my dream house, traveled the world, made new friends, learned to smile again, while Sophia kept looking back. I kept moving forward. That became the greatest revenge, not hurting her, but becoming someone her betrayal could never destroy. 5 years after our divorce, I met someone new. Her name was Emily. She knew my past. She knew my scars. Yet she never judged me. Instead of promising forever, she showed it through her actions every day. One afternoon, while walking in the park with Emily, I unexpectedly saw Sophia sitting alone on a bench. She smiled. "I always hoped you'd find happiness." I smiled back. I finally did. There was no anger, no bitterness, only acceptance. She stood up. "I'll always be sorry." I nodded politely. Then Emily took my hand, and together we walked away. For the first time, I didn't look back. That day, I realized something important. Revenge isn't always about making someone suffer. Sometimes the greatest revenge is living a life so happy that the people who hurt you become nothing more than a chapter in your story. Sophia's betrayal changed my life, but it didn't define it. Because in the end, she lost someone who truly loved her, while I found someone who truly deserved my love, and that's how karma completed the story. If someone betrays your trust, don't waste your life chasing revenge. Build yourself, Heal. Grow. Success, peace, and happiness are the strongest answers to betrayal. Sometimes the best revenge is simply becoming unstoppable.